Hello everybody, Brandon Parker, back again with another video, this time on DC Universe Online, with another Lantern character that I just created not too long ago, like 3 or 4 days ago I created this guy, and I've been working with him a lot, and he's like the fastest character I got going to level up to 30, he's at 29 right now, so what I'm doing is Bloodhaven is the alert. And it's a very frustrating alert, so I wanted to show this in this video. And what I mean by this being very frustrating is you'll see that I'll get knocked out a lot, and this took about an hour and I cut it down to like 34 minutes, so this was already recorded and I'm talking about this gameplay and what happened here on this freaking alert. I really don't like it a lot. It's one of the alerts that should be switched to like a level 30 mission or something, like a T3, because it's very hard. It's pointless to do if you want to level up to 30 because it's supposed to be a 23 mission, and it's very frustrating that it's a 23 and it makes no sense whatsoever. Like, why? I'm 29 and I actually did this the other day. Like, I was at 23, alright, and I couldn't even do it, so I leveled up to try to get this done. Still, right now I'm doing it, and I can't even do it. I'm getting knocked out like crazy, and I did the most damage. You'll see at the end that I did the most damage out of everybody that was in here, because a few people came in and then they left. So I had like 223 people or something, and then one level 30 at the end, if I can remember correctly. And I just really did not like the way this went, and I really would like for them to update this. Everybody that's in charge of this game, maps and all those people that are in charge, because I follow them on Facebook and I go to their website every now and then to check up on the updates and stuff. And also I'm eager for the Red Lantern content. I'm a huge fan of the lanterns in this game when it comes to DC Universe Online, and also when it comes to DC in general, or overall actually. I really like the lanterns a lot. I'm a huge fan of the lanterns. Green, red, yellow, blue. Main colors are the colors that I like the most. Red's my favorite color, so I like that a lot. Yep. So I'm very excited for the Red Lantern content to come out, and the way they're gonna update and change Metropolis, because it needs an update, the look of it, and just what you do on it and stuff. So it needs a big change, I know. So I'm very excited about that. So I've been playing this since October of 2011. I remember exactly when I started playing this. I started playing it on PC first before I got a PS3, which I got my PS3 last year, for those of you who are watching. And so just letting you guys know, also too, I'm going to be doing a lot more other gameplays on Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm going to start doing single player on that. I just recorded that and I got to upload that soon. And then I'm going to do more Kingdom Hearts gameplays and stuff like that. So if there's any games you're interested in seeing me play, let me know. But yeah, I was very frustrated on this, so I decided to record it and just talk about it. And I also wanted to, like I said in my videos on my Yellow Lantern or my Green Lantern, I want to make him just like the comics, just like I did with my Yellow Lantern, as much as possible, whenever the game will allow, because the game can only allow so much. And I know copyright issues and stuff like that, you can't have the emblem right now. So what I have on my Yellow Lantern for the emblem is the turtle emblem, so I'm using that. It's closest to the lantern emblem for the Green Lanterns anyway. It's the closest to that. There's nothing close enough for the yellow. I guess the shield is alright. I was using that, and now that I got T3 gear on my Yellow Lantern, I use the tank for the T3. I use that chest because it's more like a vest, so it looks really nice. You see some of my videos on that, and every now and then I'll do videos on my this character and a third character, which is my Metallic Theory. That's my quantum character. I'll do videos on him once in a while, and he's another controller I have. Overall, now I have 5 characters, and I ain't gonna have any more after that. I'm done. I'm not creating any more. If I don't like the way they look or something about them or whatever, I'm just going to change the powers. So like my Earth Tank, which he's a hero. I'm gonna change him to a Red Lantern, since you can be a hero or villain as a Red Lantern, which is pretty cool. You have the option to do that, and I really don't want to switch because the villains are alright, but I like the heroes a lot more. And since my Earth Tank's a hero, it's just best that I just switch his power over, since the Red Lanterns are going to be tanks anyway. Yep. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing with my characters and stuff. And I have a healer, which is an electric healer. His name is Kinetic Fusion. So if you want to get with me, just let me know. My PlayStation Network name is the same thing as my username here on YouTube. It's Fantasy R or Fantasia R, however you want to pronounce it. Most people, when they pronounce it, and I don't tell them how it's pronounced, they just say Fantasy Art, so that's why I say you can call it that, or Fantasia Art. But that's my gaming channel name, of course, because you're watching me in this video. But it's my account that I go by for my gaming name. For everything I do gaming is Fantasy Art. So if you see it anywhere, and that's me. So yeah, see, I mean, even fighting Hawkman and Hal Jordan and everybody, because first you fight the heroes, and then after that, when you fight again, you do the villains, and they're just very frustrating. This is supposed to be a 23. You can see it right here, black and white. It's level 23, and I know you're supposed to switch to your controller role for some of this stuff, because I'm a controller, and right now lanterns are controllers until the red ones come out. Then it'll be tanks, so it'll be the first tank for the lanterns is going to be the red, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. But what's very frustrating is I know I'm supposed to be a controller, and I don't have any controller gear because I'm leveling up to 30, and I don't switch to a controller and get controller gear until I'm at level 30. Then I'll start getting level 30 controller gear, and up to bring my CR up a lot more. I'll try to get whatever controller gear for that. And then since I really don't have a league and I'm playing with random people, it's kind of hard. If I had my own league, it'd make it a lot easier. If I'm playing with people that I play with all the time and we can work as a team, and it'd make it a lot easier. Because right now it's really hard and it takes a lot of time since I'm playing with random people. It just takes a lot of time doing it that way. If I had a league and I was helping people out and they were helping me, then it'll go a lot smoother, and I can get like level 30 DPS gear, which is damage gear, and then I can get controller gear, and it'll make it a lot easier. But right now, my situation, and I'm doing pretty good with it. I know what to do with the game, and I know how to make my character pretty strong, and I can help people out once I get to that point, especially with this character, because I got to that point with my Yellow Lantern where he does okay, and he can hold up his own pretty well. I know there's a lot of other stuff that I haven't been able to do yet, like the Sons of Trigon DLC. I haven't got to do some of that level 30 stuff. The duos, the 2-people mission, and the 4, and the, which is the raids, are the 8 people, because there's 2, 4, and 8 player missions. And I haven't done too many raids. I'll do a few of those in my next few videos. I'll do some raids on that with my Yellow Lantern, and then some with my Metallic 30, which is my Quantum character. Because I like the quantum powers, they're alright, but when the red lanterns come out, that's going to be my favorite power, because you can do rage, you can get some of your health back, and stuff, so I'm pretty interested in that. I saw the video on that on DC Universe Online's official YouTube channel, so I was watching that, because I missed it when they post it live, because usually they'll post it live first, and then put it on their YouTube channel. But it's hard to keep up with a lot of people when they're doing live on Twitch. Sometimes I watch other people, like Angry Joe, he goes on there a lot. I'll watch him once in a while, but I just don't have time. I'm busy doing my own videos, and I can't really keep up with everybody when I'm doing videos myself. And just to let everyone know that's watching me, before you even dislike this video, I'm doing it because I love doing videos. It's my passion, and I actually do tutorials on my main channel. I call that MasterSun88 my main channel, because I do tutorials there, and that's where I got partner first, and it's got where I got the most subscribers. And I just got hooked up with full screen so I can get more money off this. And it's not about making more money or whatever what I do with my gaming channel or my tutorial channel, and even my third channel, which is Spinock. That one's actually my second channel, but since I don't really get on there that much and I only get on my tutorial channel and this one the most, I'll call this one my second channel and Spinock my third one, which I was calling that my second, but it doesn't really matter. Those are my three channels: Spinock, this one Fantasy Art, and Master Son 88. So those are the three channels that I go by. And the links are always down below in the description box. Just look for them and you'll find my other two channels. And my Twitter, my Facebook, and all that. In future videos, I add them on top of the video where you can see it. Right now, all I have is my watermark, which is my username, and my website down below if you can read it. It's pixelpocketmedia.com, which is pixelpocket.com. So instead of Pixel, it's Pixal, because I know it's spelled incorrectly, but that's how I wanted to do it like that on purpose, because I thought it looked better that way when I was messing around with different fonts and designing for my website. I wanted it to be like that. Yeah, I'm very excited about the new DLC a lot. Hopefully I'll get all my characters to the point where I can do them, because right now it's very hard doing it by myself and I really got no people to play with, and I'm playing with random. It's very, very, very hard. Yeah, this is a very frustrating alert, and but I overcome it in the end. I know there were two, or like at least two, and then later on there was like one person at level 30, and they were getting knocked out a lot. I don't know if they have their loadout done correctly or the gear they have is at the level 30. You make sure that your gear, if you want to be DPS, make sure it's all DPS gear and it's brings your CR up. So if the level, since when you get to level 30, make sure that the CR is higher. The higher it is, the better and stronger you will be. Even with controller, tanks, healers, make sure that your DPS or whatever gear brings your CR up. So the level has to be high. So the higher it is, equip it. If it's too low, don't equip it unless it's the highest that you got. And don't delete anything, because it might bring your CR down. I noticed that earlier on when I was first playing this. For the first year and a half that I was playing this, I wasn't paying attention correctly. I just grabbing whatever gear, because I saw a lot of stuff in red, so I thought whatever was green was making me a lot stronger, but it wasn't helping. So now just go based on the level. So if the level's higher or the CR is higher, go based on that, and whatever role you're trying to go for. If you want to be DPS, I say don't be DPS, because a lot of people like to be DPS. I discourage being DPS. Now I may be DPS with my Green Lantern, with this character right here. I may, because I already have a controller. Now if you have more than one character, then that's okay. Like, I got 3 other heroes, and this is gonna be my 4th hero, because my 5th character is my Yellow Lantern, and it's the only villain that I have, and he's a controller, so I'm keeping him that way. So I suggest going DPS last, unless if you have one character, then grab DPS gear and controller gear or healer gear or whatever, or even tank gear, if all you have is one character. But me, since I really like this game and I want to try out all the powers and give every single power a chance, because right now for controllers I like the lanterns the best, and for tanks, until I don't know anything about the red lanterns, I have to play it and get my hands on it when the DLC comes out. Right now I say earth tanks are the best for right now, because right now from what I hear about the red lanterns, I think the red lantern powers might be better than the earth tank. But until I get my hands on it, I ain't gonna say anything much about it, because I know I've seen videos on it, and DC Universe Online has put videos out talking about the powers, but a I go based off of what I think and what I see and what works for me on the power. And I do like the quantum for controllers. That's an alright power, but I kind of don't like it. And also what you'll notice about my weapon type, I like brawling the best. Because all the lanterns that I have so far, there'll be a brawler. So yeah, so that's what I use for brawling is that power. I mean that weapon, yeah, I use for my controllers and lanterns, I use that a lot. So I'm very excited. And for the red lantern powers, looking forward for that and stuff. And where it's going, because I know where the game is going. It's got a good direction, and it's had me hooked. I know I may like Marvel a little bit better, but I've been playing this game and I like DC a lot with the game and everything, and I'm a huge fan when it comes to the lanterns and DC and stuff, so I'm enjoying that a lot. I'm really enjoying the lanterns in the DC world. I've read some of the lantern comics and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy where the lanterns are. I know Batman's really popular, especially the Dark Knight movies. I really like the Dark Knight movies a lot. They're really good. Christian Bale did okay as Batman. Now, I know Michael Keaton, the first guy that actually played Batman in the first two movies, he did a really good job too. The only thing I didn't like about it was like, I just didn't like where it was going. With the movies, it's just really not. I thought it was too quirky and not dark enough, and I think that's what they tried to do with the Dark Knight movies. And now all movies today are trying to do that. Even Spider-Man, they think they're gonna go really serious, which I thought the first three were way better than Amazing Spider-Man. So movies are really confusing. Even like Star Wars, they just want to keep it going. In Star Wars, I'm very frustrated with Star Wars. Like, just end it already. It's like George Lucas, I know he sold the rights and whoever owns it now can do whatever they want, and it was his choice to do that, but they're destroying whatever George Lucas did. And yeah, George Lucas even kind of messed it up himself with the episode 1 and 2 and 3 after the 3, after actually 4, 5 and 6. But he got too controlling with it, and you can see that with some of the behind the scenes stuff on it, and just the way the movie was, and the actors weren't really that strong in the first 3 compared to the first 3 episodes, because they went backwards with it, so it's kind of confusing, and I didn't like that. He went backwards. The 4th one was actually the first one, the 5th one was the second, and the 6th was the 3rd. I don't know why you do that, go backwards and then go back to the beginning. That's kind of confusing, because now you get really confused. Like, the first 3 are the newer ones, but they start off the story, and the last 3 are the older ones. They even try doing that with a few other movies. Like, I don't know about Fast and Furious, the whole franchise with all 6 movies. It kind of jumped from the beginning, telling the story a little bit, and went back and forth. But the way they did it, it makes sense with that. And I am bummed that Paul Walker died in a car accident. The guy that was driving just killed him. I was shocked. It just had me blown away, because I was like, wow. He's a really, really, really good actor. He played in a lot of good movies. He played in Taken. He played in Takers. No, it wasn't Taken. It was Takers. Taken is the guy that plays in Star Wars plays in Taken. Yeah, he played in Takers. He played in. I know he played in Running Scared, because I have that DVD, and I like Running Scared a lot. He also played in She's All That, where he was a lot younger. And that was a pretty good movie about a girl who's not popular. Thinks she's not good looking, and I know probably some of you hearing me talk about She's All That have probably seen it, so I'm not going to go too much into it. But Paul Walker was featured in that. He wasn't the main character, but he was in it good enough amount of time in that movie. But Paul Walker played really good in Run Scared. That's my favorite one of his, other than Fast and Furious, because of course Fast and Furious is Paul Walker's #1 and the most that he's played in. He was really close with Vin Diesel, so I can only see how Vin Diesel was with Paul Walker. I was very shocked when that happened. And I don't know, and then like, but yeah, and then I heard the other day that James Avery, the guy from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he died. I was shocked on that. I was like, he helped. He wasn't the only one that made Fresh Prince of Bel-Air what it was, which I really enjoyed that show. I still watch it to this day. I watched it earlier, like a few hours ago. I was like, wow. I was very, very, very shocked that he died when I found out. The other day, my mom told me. I was like, because I didn't even catch it. I'm on the internet all the time, and I don't know how I missed it. I don't even, because I caught Paul Walker, but I didn't catch James Avery's. I didn't know. When my mom told me, I had to look. I was very shocked that James Avery died. He did really well. He's a good actor. I didn't pay attention to some of his other stuff that he did, but he was really good in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith, and the guy that played Carlton. I forgot his name that played Carlton, but them three made the show what it was, and I enjoy it still to this day. I'm just in shock right now that I found out. Like, it was a few days ago. I'm just talking about it in this video, just to talk about it, because I'm into film. I'm in film school at the Colorado Film School. I'm from Colorado and I live in Denver. I actually lived in the small town Pueblo, Colorado, but I moved to the film school to Denver, which is 2 hours away from Pueblo, so they're 2 hours away from each other. And I just didn't like that town. It was a piece of crap town. It sucked really, really, really bad. I did not enjoy that town at all. There's a lot of pot smokers there. They love smoking marijuana, getting high, drinking all the time. It's a poor town, and there's no money to be made there, and I had to get out. I wasn't getting anywhere, and I'm glad that I've been doing YouTube because I'm getting somewhere out of it. I worked really hard, and I'm passionate about making videos. I'm not doing it just to make money off it. It's a plus to get money off it, but right now, mostly why I'm doing it is because I enjoy it. I love films, I love movies, I love talking about different movies, different games. Because I've been playing games since the very, very first Nintendo, which is back in 1994 when I was a little kid. I was 4 or 5 when I first got it. I just enjoyed the games a lot. I enjoyed games and movies. Terminator's my #1 movie of all time. I enjoyed that movie a lot. First Terminator, second is the best. Third one was alright, but no. After that, Terminator Salvation wasn't really that good. I do not enjoy Terminator Salvation at all. Mick G destroyed it. Sam Worthington wasn't that good of a Terminator. He's an alright actor in other movies that he's played in after that, because he did good in Avatar. I thought that was a really good movie. And I hear that James Cameron wants to make Avatar 2, which he's the guy that did the first 2 Terminator movies, and a lot of people know that. Because you know the Terminator and you know James Cameron. He's a really good director. He does really good with technology, and he takes time on his movies, so that's why his movies are really good, and he doesn't rush into them. And he's taking time with Avatar #2. He took a lot of time, even with the first Avatar movie. That's why it came out as good as it did. I'm surprised it didn't win Best Picture for 2009. I was very, very shocked about that. Hurt Locker, which was a good movie. It was based off the military and people who shut off bombs and what they do in the military when there's a bomb, a roadside bombing and stuff like that. But it was a good movie. It had good camera work and stuff, but I thought Avatar was a lot better. You know, I don't know, maybe it was because it was too much CGI and editing and stuff was into it, but I think James Cameron works with both really well, with CGI, technology, camera, and cinematography and all that stuff. He does really, really well with both.
Major Force. So now you're Amanda Waller's lackey? Tell her that Bloodhaven is my city, and she just crossed the line.
I was shocked on that Hurt Locker won, and District 9, I was shocked that won something. I didn't really like that movie at all. I wasn't fond of that movie. It was just very, very crappy, and I don't know how it got an award. I'm not the one putting out the awards, but I'm in film school, and I'm a cinematographer because that's what I'm going to school for. I got 27 more credits to do before I finish film school, so I got, like, let's say this spring semester that's coming up in about 2 weeks, on January 21st is going to happen. That's when it starts. And so I got like 2 more after this semester, I think. So let's say I'll be done in the spring of 2015. So I'll be done there for sure, hopefully. I know I'm done with English. I don't have to do that anymore. And I took a while I should be done with school because I graduated in 2007. But because I had no way of getting to the film school, I actually wanted to go there since the day I graduated. And then when I found out about YouTube from this, well, he was not really my cousin. He kind of is, kind of isn't, because my aunt had this boyfriend, and they never really got married, but she took care of the kids, so he's kind of more like a friend. And he introduced me to YouTube, and that's how I got into videos and stuff. I was actually doing editing and messing around with playing around with different clips because I didn't really know what to do. I didn't really know what YouTube was really about, and it was still pretty new even in 2007 because it came out in the middle of 2005. So really 2008 was more when it got really popular, and that's when I started making videos. And then when YouTube partner stuff started coming along, I stopped because I was getting copyrighted on some of the music and some of the clips that I was using, and then I didn't realize what at that time. So when YouTube partner came around, it helped me to figure out what to do. And in 2009, I did my first tutorial on Sunny Vegas on my Master Sunny 88 channel, and I got a lot of views off of it. So I was like, I'm going to continue doing tutorial videos. And then as, like, I say 2010, YouTube started getting a lot of people wanting to upload gaming videos and talking about video games more than just movies. So I was watching a lot of them, and it took me until last year to finally get me a PS3. Because I was playing on PC, not too many games because I had too much software on my Mac, which is a MacBook. I have a mid-2009 one right now. I need to get a new one. I'm going to get a new one soon. So that's what soon in the next couple months, hopefully, is what I'd like to get a new computer. I don't know if I'll get another Mac because they're getting very expensive nowadays. They're going to be $10,000, almost same price as a car. It's like, just even for the MacBooks, they're going to be like $5,000 just to get kind of what I'm looking for. I'm looking for mega speed, because right now my MacBook mid-2009, it's running slow. It's getting very slow, and it takes time to like render and export videos. And then because I can upload pretty fast because I got a very fast internet connection. It's like 50 gigabytes, and I have Comcast, and it's what a lot of people have, but I kind of do not like Comcast. I don't like their cable setup, but that's all I can have because I'm living in an apartment right now, and it's kind of hard. It's tough, but most apartments only accept Comcast because Comcast is not a satellite dish kind of a cable. It's just space, kind of like a different kind where it works off of. It doesn't have to have a satellite, but I like DirecTV better than Comcast because Comcast is kind of got crappy. Like their HD, you have to switch just to get HD to the, and sometimes there'll be half screen cut off. Like on DirecTV, you get HD on every single thing, automatic, and you don't have to switch to a special channel just to get HD. Cause you get both on Comcast. You get crappy and HD. If you're paying for HD with DirecTV, you get it automatically, and you don't get anything lower unless you don't have an HD box. Then that's the only way you'll get lower than HD. And I think that's stupid on Comcast. I don't like that at all. But yeah, so I plan on getting I'm gonna see if I can get another Mac. I'm not sure for the speed that I want. For 32 gigabytes of speed, I might have to go to Windows again. And a lot of people that watch my tutorials have Windows anyways, and they always ask me about Sony Vegas, and they always ask me about just other programs that I have too. Even the Mac version of them, they're also Windows too, so it may benefit me a lot more just to go back to Windows, even though I don't like Windows, because I kind of don't like hackers and viruses and all that stuff fighting it. I know how to get rid of it, but I seem to spend more time fighting the viruses and getting them off my computer and having to reboot it than anything else, and it becomes a problem. I'm like, I got sick of it. That's why I went to Mac, just to give it a chance to see if it's a lot better from what I heard. Because first time I touched Mac was 2009, which is the only MacBook that I have so far. And I actually got locked out from this boss fight right here, the last guy. I don't know how. I was trying to get to him, but I was being attacked, and it just locked me out. So I'm just walking on top of the bubble, which is I guess the chemicals, whatever. So that's it. So see, I got the highest damage, so I got the most, and there's level 30s in here, and look at how many people that were in here. It took us that long, and we had a few level 30 people, and it struggled, and they need to fix this really bad. It needs to get fixed immediately. Yeah, so I'm sending this to DC Universe Online. So thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out this video, this gameplay on DC Universe Online with my Celadon lantern. That's what I called him. It's another name for a green instead of, because you can't have the name Green Lantern, and a lot of the common names are being used. Like one person named their character No Names Available, or I think it was Had No Names Available or something like that. Like, dude, you gotta be creative. So thanks for watching. That's it, and I'll talk to you guys later.